And welcome inside the TCO Sports Garden. Bill Conlon along with Dan Walseth and the finale, the regular season finale for the Mustangs tonight. And they'll play not necessarily a rival, but it's certainly a neighbor.
Neighbor, for sure.
And unfortunately, they could have been rivals for years, but they found themselves a little west, and they're always in the Northwest Suburban Conference. That is the Cenntenial Cougars, who, as you and I both know, it's actually closer to our house than it is to Mounds.
Yeah, no doubt.
To go to the high school at Cenntenial there.
Yeah, it's nice to get ice at that Cenntenial ice rink.
As we live up on the north end of Shoreview. Speaking of neighbors, nice to be with my neighbor, Dan Walseth. Dan.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Bill.
Yes, very nice.
You want to spend it with me. Thanks.
Yes. Well, it's an interesting matchup, to say the least, Dan. This is a Mustang team that has kind of wandered through the wilderness. It's been a tough season, 3-21. I think they've had some games that got away from them that they certainly could have won. Meanwhile, Cenntenial, they only had 4 wins until a few weeks ago. They had a 9-game losing streak after having gone to state a year ago. But now they put together 4 out of the last 5 wins, and they are at 9-15. This is a Cougars team that I think is basically 1 year away. They've got only 3 seniors, and they've got a heck of a good roster sitting back behind there. The question they'll have on their minds is who will be the goalie, because their senior goalie starting tonight, Easton Cody, he's a good one.
Yeah, some of their last wins, though, taking down Andover, taking down White Bear Lake. They've beat some really good hockey teams this year. It's going to be, looking at their record of, 9 wins on the season, you wouldn't expect as tough of a matchup, but these guys are going to be good. I think it's a young team that has really progressed through the year, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Yep, and they are led by, as I mentioned, some juniors. So the guys that lead the way as far as the scoring, Joey Hemmer. Joey is just a junior, along with Gavin Cunningham, who has the most points on the team, 8 goals, 16 assists. Gavin is a captain as a junior. I mentioned there's just a few seniors. Caleb Krinke is one of them. He is the defenseman back there on defense, and then the goaltender, as I mentioned before, is Easton Cody. He is one of the captains here for this Richmond Cougar team. Interesting. And the reason we're on and we don't have hockey yet is with the JV game. They had a few penalties, let's just say, and so that game went a little long, and so the players going back in to get ready as the resurfacing takes place. That gives us a chance to talk a little bit more about this Mustang senior lineup. It's been a good senior class that, or at least a team for the Mustangs that had a lot of seniors on this year's squad. And while Cenntenial has lots of juniors, Mounds does not actually have that many juniors. They only had 2 on the line on the varsity squad, but they do have a good-looking sophomore group, and then they'll hope for some freshmen to step in and some of those sophomores and juniors that are on the JV. I think it'll be good. They're losing one of their top goaltenders in Sammy Moan, but they'll have Sam Hagel back.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes into next season. Don't want to look ahead to it quite yet.
That's right.
I would love to focus on this game and finish on a high note here, whether it be this game or section playoffs come Tuesday. We'll find out this weekend who the opponents will be between. I'm guessing it's going to be Eastridge, Tartan, or St. Paul Johnson. One of those on Tuesday, and we'll see where the seedings come out. But
yeah, seedings will take place on Sunday. The Mustangs, as you mentioned, probably trying not to look ahead. They'd like to. I don't know if tonight's game will matter. It could. Certainly will help if you could get a big win against a very tough Cenntenial team, a team that went to state a year ago, as we mentioned. So that could help. I think at this point, Mounds, you probably got to fall in there at 9, 10, or as you said, the 8 seed. And what's interesting is they have the 9 and 10 seeds play each other, and then the 7 and 8, which makes sense. Some people go, why do they do that? Well, because 9 and 10 will then play the number 1 seed, and number 1 should be able to take on an easier foe. And Hill Murray will be that foe at number one. Definitely right now the Pioneers with 21-2 record, one of the best in the state. So, but back to my thoughts on these seniors. They've all put in some hard work. A lot of them have not played varsity level hockey until this season, but one of or two of them that have are Mitchell Olson and Sam Moan. They've been class acts for this Mustang program.
Yeah, for sure. I heard a lot from Toby on how those players have really made being a Mustang fun. Going back into last year, both Mitch and Sam, super welcoming guys, just great class act kids that be a bummer to see them go, but wish them all the best as they continue on and in whatever ventures they go. I believe Mitch is going to be going to play some football, right?
Yeah, he's going to be a running back for the Bemidji State Beavers up there in the northwest corner of the state. Meanwhile, not to be forgotten, of course, Jamison, Barros, and Cass Kepke, who, again, Jamison got a little playing time last year at the varsity level, but those two have stepped in nicely as the other two senior captains for Coach Schulte this season. And I know Toby and Chase had told me what energizers they have been to. They've been very positive.
Yeah, for sure, and that's what you would hope for from the captains, and that leadership. It goes back into the off-season training and things that the kids put into the off-season and how they're showing up and being leaders. Some playing multiple sports, or they're playing lacrosse, or they're playing baseball, and they're dedicated, committed to that as well, and multi-sport athletes, and how that translates into being quality hockey players.
The Mustangs will be without number 9 Freddie Reck tonight. Freddie in the game last Saturday at Forest Lake apparently lost his glove and then got skated over his hand. Fortunately, did not skate over his wrist, but it did skate over his hand, and that was not good, I'm sure. A lot of blood.
Yeah, it did not sound good. It did not sound like a good look for Freddie, and I really hope he can heal quickly and get back on the ice. I feel like his game this year is really improved of stepping up into the pace of play and starting to show what he can with his size and physicality, being effective out on the ice and developing that confidence. That's one of those players that you look ahead going into next year is going to be really important.
Yep, and we've got the Mustangs do have 6 sophomores that have paid dividends this year, have had a lot of playing time. 3 of them, of course, were the freshmen that were on the squad last year: Russell Eck, Toby Walseth, your son, and then Chase Ballinger. But in came, as you mentioned, Freddie Reck, Ike Schneider, and Cal Anderson. Mm-hmm. So for Reck, this has been it's been a pretty good season, and that was one of those things that hopefully he'll recover. The sad part is that they don't get much time to rest, because he'll play Tuesday night. The Mustangs will, in a play-in section game.
Yeah, and I don't know the status of what shape his hand is in, but that's in a spot where you're gripping a stick. That's going to be really tough to come back from and play right away.
Yeah, exactly, and definitely the. As for those of you that just joined us and are wondering where the hockey is, as I mentioned, the JV game went a little long. We had a lot of penalties. We had 5 players in each penalty box at one point. For Mounds
showed up, and there was 5 in the box from Mounds View and 5 from Cenntenial. And you look at the Mounds View bench, there's only a handful of kids on the bench. So when 5 are in the penalty box, it doesn't leave a whole lot on your bench. But yeah. Definitely a lot of chippy action going on, and some disappointing play, disappointing sportsmanship from some of the players. I'm gonna refrain right now.
Well, they did kick a couple of the players out.
Yes, they did, from Cenntenial. Yes,
and then as it turned out, Mounds actually ended up with the even though there were 5 players from each team in the penalty box, Mounds ended up on a 5-on-3 situation, because a lot of those were what do you call it? Not corresponding, but
coincidental.
Coincidental. Thank you. my thesaurus there
Nailed
for a
it.
minute. Yeah, there we go. As I mentioned before, that with those 6 sophomores for the Mustangs, the after last year and the coaches took 3 freshmen, they didn't chose not to take any freshmen or didn't feel like the freshmen were ready to play this year. So it was an interesting situation where the Mounds who finds itself with only 2 juniors on this squad, one of which is the goaltender Sam Hagel. So with Jack Wendell and Hagel, it will be still a pretty young team again next year, which is interesting because when you look at Cenntenial, they're sort of the same way. As we mentioned, they have only 3 seniors, and they have a whole boatload of juniors, and then they have 1 freshman who has made an impact. Let me see if I can find him in here. Mason Heyer, I believe he is. That's Cooper's brother. Cooper is a junior. Cooper has got 5 goals and 11 assists for the Cougars. As we get closer to face-off here,
Yeah, I see that Mason Heyer is. He's had 0 points on the year, but has played a good amount of the games.
Back on defense, yeah.
Yep.
And Rich Menny, some wondering how much longer he'll be the head coach at Cenntenial. He's he's taken them to state tournaments, and he's done a great job. But I think there were some whispers that he was ready to move on. Not certainly by his choice, I should say. But now that he's got this good squad that could be having a good run next year, he may decide to stay with.
Man, I'm looking at the coach list here, and I see a guy named Scott Kranz. Kind of wondering if that's a high school teacher of mine. Name sounds familiar. I know he was a hockey guy, but I had no idea that he would be involved coaching with Cenntenial.
Well, and one of my good friends is the longtime assistant coach Gary Tolkinen. What a great gentleman that Gary is. He's been a longtime member at our church, and he is a well-liked teacher in the middle school. He's actually at the middle school at Cenntenial, and so he's been with the Cougars for many years. He's been to those state tournaments. Meanwhile, the Cougars come out of the ice. So we'll go back to the matchup for tonight. Easton Cody will be the starting goaltender for Cenntenial. And Cody on the season having a pretty good, decent season as a 6-foot senior goaltender in there. As the Cougars in their dark red uniform.
Look at the Valentine's red going
that's
tonight.
Right, that's true. And the black trim. And here come the Mustangs.
I refuse to wear red today for that sole purpose. I sported green today.
I don't know if my beautiful bride is watching or listening, but she and I think we've agreed that it's kind of a made-up holiday. So she doesn't necessarily expect flowers or candy from me, but I did bring her coffee this morning.
Well, that's about what I did.
Got her coffee.
And actually, tonight I don't think my wife nor I would prefer to be anywhere else but here watching our boy play. Play the game he loves, so this is perfect for me.
That's true. As the Mini Mavericks come on the ice.
Yeah, which team we got here?
I don't know which rocking. They're mites. It's a small crew, but it's a nice crew. I can't tell who that is out there. Mini mites. It looks like Hendrickson and Cook, the flag bearers. And now we'll get our starting lineups as we get ready for this crosstown battle between which is interesting, Dan, because for whatever reason they took away the Irondale Moundsview matchup this season. We won't get into that.
We won't get it. I will not speak to that.
But it's definitely a interesting matchup with the team that's from probably one of the closer high schools. Irondale would be closest, and then Cenntenial would be right next.
Yep,
one down the road from Moundsview. So I'm actually going to turn my mic off, and you get to talk for just a second. I'm going to ask his dad who the mini mites are out there. There we go. It's the Mite 3 White is out there tonight. Mite 3 White
I like the jerseys. They look good.
Yeah, those are neat. At the mite level, they do some different jerseys than they do at the squirt level, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then Mustangs starter Sam Moan in nets for your Mustangs, the senior captain.
Little style points for Sam Moan coming out there. I like that.
That's risky. You could go tumbling in, but Jack Wendland will be on 1D, and it looks like Ike Schneider, the sophomore, on the other defensive pairing. Russ Eck on one of the wings, starting for the Mustangs. And somebody I know pretty well, Toby Walseth, number 16, is the other wing, with the centerman being Mitchell Olson, the captain, centering for the Mustangs top line. We'll go dark for a moment and let you hear the national anthem without any booing. I don't think there'll be. Here we go.
I don't think there's Canadian fans here.
And we get set for, I almost called Suburban East hockey, but I guess it isn't because the Cougars are in the Northwest Suburban. But high school hockey, it's the final night of the regular season for these two teams. The Mustangs most likely will play again Tuesday night in a section play-in game. And who they'll play, they'll find out tomorrow. Sunday.
Sunday, probably.
Probably. Sorry about that. I keep getting thrown off what day it is, Dan, because normally we're playing on Saturday night, not on Friday night.
Yeah, this is an odd one for sure.
It's kind of fun, though. It's kind of nice to have a Friday night game. And I do want to tip my cap to, I've got a lot of friends up in the Cenntenial. I don't know if they're watching tonight's game or not, but I do applaud them because a lot of them are sitting on the correct side. It's a tough go here at TCO Sports Garden.
That's something the White Bear fans can't figure out. I appreciate the Cenntenial guys for figuring that one out.
Well, White Bear thinks this is their arena, but they forget that they share it with two other teams. Three other teams. So we'll get set for some good hockey here tonight. Ones to watch there, Nick Carls, the junior center, has 6 goals, 7 assists for the Cougars. He'll face it off against Mitch Olson, the leading scorer for your Mustangs.
Yeah, the Cenntenial team, they don't have any high-flying scores, but they seem to have depth. So I think it's going to be, all lines have to be firing here to have success.
Right, and Cody keeps them in most of the games. If you look at their stats, they aren't scoring a lot of goals, but they aren't giving up a lot of goals either, and that, which is kind of why they're almost at a 500 record at 9-15. Off the face-off there, the Mustangs had a little chance there with Mitchell Olson, a first shot of the game. This will be a offsides on the Cougars, and we'll face it off just outside the Mustang zone. Bill Conlon, Dan Walseth with you. It's Mustang Hockey Network. And, of course, our proud sponsors. We want to thank the Bale Group at Country Financial, helping you protect and plan for your future. It's the Bale Group. Off the face-off, puck is shot into the Mustang zone. Wendland had to look out, gives a giveaway there Shot coming from, looked like it was Cunningham, which, of course,
Beat him.
There's a chance for Mitch Olson streaking in. Olson, oh, and he went.
Got a hook.
I don't, yeah, maybe. Okay, we
Hook
get
or
a
a
hook.
slash.
Okay, because I was going to say the puck just took off on him. He didn't get a chance to finish the play.
Slashing is the call.
And it's going to be on big number 4, Caleb Krinke, the defenseman, who that's what happens. Speed kills, and that's what happens when you can get your feet moving and keep them moving, Dan. You get yourself an advantage there, and the Mustangs go on the first power play here. You and I both talked about this a few weeks ago where we thought, oh, this might be an interesting last game of the year matchup. At that point, the Cougars had only 4 wins, but as I mentioned, they've won 4 of their last 5 and some impressive wins in there. The Mustangs, on the other hand, they've had some close losses and some devastating, games where they really looked like they were going to take it. So let's see what happens here on their first power play. Look out, a giveaway. Shot goes just wide. Puck is loose and picking it up there. Shot on by Hare, and the Mustangs want to give it away.
Break it out. Yeah, looking at the Cenntenial scores or who they played against and what their record is this year. They had a stretch where they lost a whole pile of games in a row, but they're playing a whole bunch of top 20 teams in the state.
Yes.
And they've, like I said, they've beat a couple of really strong teams this year, so I would expect a solid performance from them tonight.
Toby Walseth down Jack Wendland. Just couldn't quite get the puck where he wanted to there. And that's going to be a penalty on the Mustangs.
Wendland on
the puck
hook there.
The puck got away from him, and then he had to catch the forward going the other way, which was number 16. That's Caden Johnson. Johnson, who's got 16 points on the season, 10 goals, 6 assists, a Cougar sophomore. So the Mustangs now will, let's see, yep, they'll lose. It'll be a 4-on-4 situation here for about 46 seconds. And then the Mustangs will have to be short. Off the face-up, down in the Mustang zone. The puck is loose here in the near and then goes back behind the net. Picked up there by Cal Anderson. Anderson going to go right through into the Cougar zone. Tried to get it deep, but the Cougars come up with it. Here they come. Back the other way, it's Johnson. Johnson through the near half wall. Kind of threw out his elbow there, and Ike Schneider got one up high, but no call.
Ike's ready for that stuff. He can handle that, no problem.
Cenntenial with the puck and the 4-on-4 hockey here. Looking for 9 seconds to go in the Mustang, on the Cougar penalty. And then Cenntenial will get about a minute, just over a minute, power play. Here's Chase Ballinger now. Chase, that's a great play there to try to get it deep. Tried to get it across, actually, over to Cooper Larson. Larson had to go off his stick. Here come the Cougars, back the other way. Schneider with it for the Mustangs, gives it away. And at the near point here, higher, across. Cunningham with a shot. Oh, that one saved by Moan. And, of course, Cunningham gets it again. And fast like his father was. For those that don't know, or you may be at home going, oh, I remember that name. Dan Cunningham, who played for the Mustangs some 40 years ago.
Oh, former Mustang.
And his Uncle Jim was a Mustang back in the Mustang glory years and went to the NHL. Played for Michigan State. Jim Cunningham. Here's a chance, though, the other way for Mitchell Olson and the Mustangs, shorthanded. Mitchell shoots it on, and Easton Cody makes a stop. I remember back, this is weird. You're thinking back to how long it's been a end of the journey here for the high school seniors. Easton and Mitchell and Johnny were in a summer, what do you call that, summer selects?
Sure.
On a summer selects team those couple times.
The goalie here, right?
Yes. So it's weird how that all comes flowing back.
That's fun stuff when you get to know players from other programs, and you see that after the games where kids get together and give high fives and chat with one another after a game, and you think they're enemies on the ice, but love playing together and competing together, I guess.
Here's a good shot and save by Sam Moen, and it's picked up there.
Casey, go.
Casey Shell. Shell had it knocked off his stick. The Mustangs do kill off the penalty, and now down into the Mustang zone after it for Mounds, who was Anderson. Look out. Shot coming from the point just wide. And
Got a man.
got it
up.
Oh, tried to get it out to Jamison, had Mitchell streaking down the sideline. Sam makes two quick saves. Look out, man, right out front. Shot again. And trying to do some defense was Anderson, but Moen makes it yet another save, and will have a face-off to his right with 12:16 to go, first period. No score. So far, Mustangs have not recorded a shot according to the official team down on the box.
I would agree with that. I don't think they have a puck on net yet.
And 5 shots for the Cougars. We've had 2 penalties so far, 1 for each team, and neither team able to capitalize on that. Here's Eddie drops at the near point. And look out, that one goes just wide. And Mustangs try to get it out of the zone. It's shot right back in by big number 17, Isaac Adams. Look out, puck is loose. That was Cass Kepke with it for the moment. This is the first time I've seen this line out there tonight. Kepke and Ben Morset in there for Freddie Reck, along with Jamison Barros on the one wing. A giveaway right out front. Look out. Shot coming, and Sam makes the save.
Other way, Sammy.
Oh, that was fatal mistake there. I'm not sure who handled the puck, but the Mustang defenseman, I believe, put it right out front. And those are the ones you can't be having that happen in a 0-0 game. 11:33 to play as Olsen line comes back out for the Mustangs. Gives it over to Anderson, who tries to get it up to Walseth. Walseth ahead. So that's going to be
It's going to break free. Get up there.
Puck is in there. And then comes back to the neutral zone where Anderson lost it. Here's a chance for and the Cougars could not connect. Good chance there. It goes by the boards. Puck is still loose, though. And the Cougars have it. High in the slot. Johnson had to go off his stick. Caden Johnson looking for an opportunity. Russell Eck, look out. The puck is loose right out front. Walseth clears it for the moment. Mustangs need to clear it out of the zone right now as it's having some issues here. And the puck is going to go through the zone. Picked up there by Mitchell Olsen. Well, he had it knocked off his stick. And then it comes out to the neutral zone where Eck tries to come up with it. Eck and Toby had to wait for him. Toby's got it. Walseth with a shot on.
Yeah, I don't know if that's on net or not.
Well,
that's a stretch.
Okay. It depends how they look at it, I guess. Meanwhile, the Cougars coming back here the other way with 10:15 to go. First period. Shot by Hager, and that one is snapped up by Sam Moen, and we'll have a face-off in the Mustang zone. Summit Orthopedics is proud orthopedic partner of Mounds View High School hockey with orthopedic urgent care open daily 8 to 8. Here when you need us to get you back into the game you love. It's Summit Orthopedics, proud sponsors of Mounds View Boys Hockey. Thanks so much to the folks over there. Hopefully you don't have to visit them anytime soon, though. We've had a number of visits there, mostly for stitches for Johnny.
Yeah, I believe it.
I know they're orthopedic, but or whatever it is over by there. I guess it wouldn't be. No, that was for the knee. I can't remember. Who knows? He didn't get hurt a lot, but he got the 2 knee injuries. We got a whistle. I think they said
offside.
Okay, I was going to say I thought that or the Cougars played it too high there. Face-off coming for Eddie. Drops now for the Cougars. He sends it in. Looking for Cunningham on the far side. Gavin is checked off the puck there by Wendland. 9:44 to go, first period. No score, but it's definitely been the Cougars putting on the pressure.
Tilted one way.
Cunningham had a shot there. I think that was on, but I don't see them recorded. It should be 9-0 in shots right now. As another one coming. That one may have been tipped wide. I don't think Sam got a piece of that one. Back to the point. Drops with a shot. And Cunningham trying to do his best to get
Here
it.
we go,
Here's
Ike.
Ike Schneider. Schneider has it knocked off his stick by drops. But Schneider gets it right back. Look out, though. Casey Shell trying to get it. And this one is picked up by Chase Ballinger. Shot into the Cougar end, and Cenntenial will try to bring it ahead. Drops with one nifty move, but then had it lost. And we got lots of running behind us. If you're hearing any
A
of
bunch
that,
of little people are going.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of people
nice to see.
out on a Friday night. Why not? I don't know if it stopped snowing or not. I've been here since about 4:30, so we had at least 2 inches before I left the house, though. I think, don't you think?
I would say so. It was not pleasant this afternoon.
Uh-oh. Look out. Shot coming. Moan makes the save. We'll have to clear off the pond later tonight.
No, I'm not doing that later tonight.
Oh, no?
Dude,
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow.
I'm kidding you. I just know you like to do that with a beer or something, but
Hey,
I
no.
guess we'll get
Hey,
home
no.
too late.
It's never too late
Oh,
for that.
they just put, big hit. It seemed like it was up high as Kepke got collided with one of the Cougars. Cenntenial coming ahead with it there. 17.
By the way, Jamison
is
back on it.
Isaac Adams again. Adams is, he's hit to the
Jamison
ground
again.
by Jamison. And
Yeah, I like that. Earlier in the game, let them know you're on the ice with them.
great pass right through the slot, but Cougars were not able to come up with it. And Cal Anderson back over it with it. Here's Toby Walseth. Nice move. Get it through the neutral zone. Going to try to get it into the zone. He's got Mitchell and Russell with him. Pass across to Mitchell here at the far.
Good shot on goal.
Oh,
there's
one.
one.
There.
Get another.
Should be one, I think. They're talking it
they
over.
do.
That one was definitely a shot.
That was on.
Goalie made the save. Unless they thought it was going to go wide, but that's not true. Anyway, we'll let them do their job, I guess. But that was definitely a shot. It's 10-1 in shots in my world. What?
We could count that earlier one, too.
Now look out here. The Cougars with a chance up front, and it is cleared for the moment by Burton. Look out here, though. Nice passing play, and that one is nicely shot down by Russell Eck.
Hey, I've got to say I appreciate all of the viewers tuning in here on Valentine's night that are making us a part of their evening. I know I got a good friend of mine up in Walker, Minnesota, tuning in.
Is he in the fish house?
Casey, he's not. He should be. No, he should be in his house enjoying hockey with his. He's got a couple of sweet little kids
playing hockey.
Sweet little
too?
Valentines. I know they did for a minute. I don't know if they are this season or not, but if they were, I'd have no doubt that they would be some of the best hockey players on the ice because he's super talented, super athletic kid, and a great guy. So,
well, it'll be a face-off coming back down into the Mustang zone. So far, an even hockey game, although, as you said before, Dan, it's been tilted a little bit down here in the Mounds end.
Give us a credit for that shot, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that we're going to say it's 10-1 in shots, but nonetheless, it is certainly been more on the Cougars' action here so far, as that one is shot wide. Mustangs trying to dig it free here, and they do. Oh, coming away with it there for a moment was Cooper Larson. Larson out there with Shell and Chase Ballinger. Ike Schneider has it. He gets it ahead. Nicely played with 5:55 to go. First period. No score from TCO Sports Garden. Look out here. Long ice pass.
Good break.
That was a great pass. Oh, and Sammy makes the save. Moan with a great save on Nick Carls. And it stays scoreless.
It's a good sign when Sam's dialed in.
And actually, I take that back. It was number 10, Cooper DeKai. I always have trouble with his name. Dikawa.
I'm going to let you have that one. I have no idea.
Well, I know his dad, Dan, and I'm sorry, Dan, I'm butchering your last name. I should know it by now, but that was a good chance. Oh, and a shot coming there by the Cougars off the face, that time by Joey Bergelli, I should say. And puck loose
Oh,
behind.
don't try that Michigan
Cougar
stuff.
net. Look out.
Go, Russ.
Russell Eck with it. Eck trying to bring it through. And the Mustangs dig it free for the moment. Up ahead. Oh, trying to find Mitchell, but Eddie drops. Drops did a nice job of stepping in there, though, and keeps it in the zone for now for Cenntenial. Now here comes Mitchell. Mitchell
dishes it back, loses it.
Yeah, he had a chance there, but I think Drops doing a nice job here. Eddie Drops right out front, and to make the save by Moan. And it'll be a face-off down in the Mustang end with 4:58 to go. No score here at TCO Sports Garden. And they did not put up our shot, so it's 12-1 according to the, I don't know if the official.
Conlin Analytics.
12-1 in my book. It's 12-0 on the scoreboard.
13.
Look out, 13, yeah.
Either way, the puck's got to go to the other end here. It's got to. I'm getting a kink in my neck looking the wrong way.
Well, what's nice is there's nobody sitting in this row over here, so I can actually see. I can see to the ice today. And puck is loose at the neutral zone, picked up here by Johnson for Cenntenial. He drives it in deep here to the far or near corner, I should say. Ben Morissette trying to get it out with some help there by Barros. Now picked up here at the near point by Morissette, and Ben will send it in, but that'll be an icing. And we'll have a face-off back down to the right of Sam Moan. Hey, located in North Oaks, Panino's is the community's favorite gathering spot. They're known for their unique recipes, great service, friendly and relaxed atmosphere. Panino's offers dine-in, service, takeout, delivery, and catering. Where the neighborhood meets and eats, it's Panino's. Great sponsors. Thank you to all of them for helping us out with Mounds boys hockey here on this, as you mentioned, Valentine's night. Hopefully, well, you said that we got some folks checking in. Glad to have them. I would assume Dennis, our friend Dennis Wendland and his beautiful bride are down there in Florida.
Florida, 90 degrees today. I
Was
believe.
It really?
That's what I heard. Don't say it.
90 degrees. Well, yeah, I'm not getting there this year either. So I think I've gone the last 20 years, but we will not be going there this year.
There's
we'll be going
time.
to lovely Des
Get your
Moines.
flights.
Lovely Des Moines.
Des Moines will be real nice.
Or St. Louis, I'm not sure where. Somewhere in there. Oh, look out. Puck is loose. Shot from the point. And nice stop by Sam Moan once again. 14 shots. Look out here. I've got some Squirt A players right in front of me. They're looking pretty cool, pretty tough.
That's a sketchy group.
They're sketchy. They're having a good season. They got a big game tomorrow or Sunday, though. Sunday afternoon.
What do we have Sunday for the Squirts?
They play Montemita at home at 4:20.
Was that the last regular season game?
No, the district, that district too, I don't think they like MVI very much. They gave us 3 of our last district games in 4 days. We got Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Go figure that out.
Go into the playoffs hot. Go just let it rip.
Nice. Meanwhile, Stillwater got finished a week ago. Anyway, that'll be my my sounding board. Here's Mitchell Olsen now. Olsen drops it for Walseth. Walseth with a shot. Rebound. It was loose for the moment. Russell Eck.
Do we get credit for that one there? They put one on the board.
They put a shot on the board. It should be 2, though.
We're stretching.
2 shots. Oh, look out. There's a big hit. Anderson took a big hit from Gavin Cunningham. And
right back up.
Right
with
back
the puck.
up, though.
I like it. Move it up.
Goes in front of his net, though. A little dangerous there. And the Cougars keep it alive.
Away, Russ.
Eck makes the save, or makes the hit. And Walseth has a shot coming. That good one as Cody has to make that save. And we've got 2 right out front.
Come on, Jack. Rip it.
That one, nice job, Jack, just to even keep that from going out of the zone. It was bouncing around. Puck is that was like a knuckleball. Yeah, it was bouncing too. You're right. Wendland tried to keep it in. Look out. Back the other way. Oh, and there. Cougars could not connect, fortunately, for the Mustangs. Here comes Ike Schneider out of his own net. basically, and tried to get it up to Olson. He's got it back, though. Schneider for the Mustangs. Ooh, through the middle face-off circle. And I said, ooh, because Jack Wendland, I don't know if he lost an edge, but he took a spill. This is a chance
line
here
caught
for the
him.
Cougars. Somebody's without a stick, and the Cougar player went back and got it. Puck is loose, though. Look out, high slot. Shot coming, and Eddie drops with a drive that Sammy Moen is able to scoop that one up with his great glove that he has. And with 1:28 to go, shots are 15-3. I'm giving us that other shot, the mystery shot that they didn't give us, and still no score here.
It was good to see a couple of shots on goal on the other end, and
got to keep the Cougars at bay here though for this last 120 would be nice. Shot coming, and Sam, I don't know where the puck ended up.
Still free.
Yeah,
Get high.
I think he thought he had it, but Drops has it here at the near point. Eddie drops with a shot that goes into some traffic. Hurd looks out front for Johnson. He couldn't come up with it, but there's another shot. There was another save.
That away, Casey.
Casey tried to get it
Right in
up,
the
but
body.
it did not get out of the zone. Here's Drops. Drops a nice pass across. Shot. Rebound. Mustangs trying desperately to clear the zone. Cannot. We're under a minute to go. Oh, and there's a break. The Cougars cleared it for us.
Fresh bodies.
The captain, Nick Carl, sent it so hard to the blue line that it went all the way down into the Cougar end. Mustangs, or Drops brings it back up for the Cougars, and the Mustangs need to see if they can do something. Here's a chance, a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Mitch Olson. Olson coming in. Shot.
It's in. It's in.
I don't know. I didn't know where it went.
It's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net.
It's in the net.
That was in.
And the refs aren't even watching.
The first shot was in. It was in the back of the net.
Wow. How did they miss that?
Standing in the corner.
Well, no, because there was a ruckus right out front. We've got it on video if they would need to see it. Oh, my goodness.
That's not going to do us any good.
No, well, that's unfortunate.
Let's go, Russ.
Russell Eck with a
that
shot.
Away off the draw.
Into the. They still don't have the shots right because definitely Mitchell got a shot there, and then Russell just had one there. They got to put two more on there for the Mustangs. Wow. Not good.
That would have been huge in the last 30 seconds of the period.
And here come the Cougars now back the other way. Her with it. He's got a guy across. Ooh, and that went just wide. And that'll do it. The period will come to an end. We're scoreless after one. Or are we? And there's still need to add two more
Scoreboard
shots.
shows it, but
yeah.
Again, it's signs of life later in the period is good going to the next period. Sam Moen looks dialed in, which is outstanding. Got to fire it up. Saying hi here to Wilder and Tallulah up in Walker as well. The little buggers are tuning in with my buddy. So, hey, guys, hope you're enjoying the game.
All right. And a reminder that Mounds U Boys Hockey is sponsored by Regions Hospital Orthopedic Trauma Team. No matter what type of orthopedic injury you have, our team of experts will be by your side to help you recover, specializing in complex orthopedic surgery to treat a variety of traumatic injuries. That's the team at Regions Hospital Orthopedic Trauma Team, proud sponsors of Mounds U Boys Hockey. We'll step aside. Our shot should read 17-5 and should really read 1-0 Mustangs, but unfortunately, the officials kind of missed that one, and the Mustangs will go back in and regroup. Back after this. And we welcome you back inside TCO Sports Garden. Not that you ever left, I guess, and neither did we. But Dan, I was just talking actually with a bunch of Cenntenial guys, and they actually, of course, they didn't want to admit that they thought that was a goal, but they said, yeah, that was kind of interesting how the refs didn't pay much attention to the fact that the goal.
They
puck
didn't,
was
they
in the
didn't
net.
even skate towards the net.
And the puck was in the net.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to dig the puck out of the net. But, the other thing is I didn't see Schulte or anybody on our bench saying anything. Oh, boy. Oh, well. They don't have, they did not have the camera view or angle that we did in defensive coach.
My old eyes could see it from here, so it was in the back of the net.
It went in so quick. It's what it did. It went hard in. And then it kind of came back. It didn't come out, but it came out to the front of the
buried
net.
under the pad.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And that would have been huge because we know that the Cougars have been buzzing the rest of the period. They have a shot lead. I'm going to say it's 17-5, not 3, which I'm going to have to talk to. Well, I guess it's the last game of the season, but Shane down there somehow not giving the boys credit.
Yeah, we need a fast start here in this period. And Sam Moen continuing to be spot on as he was for the first period.
Yeah, they were very impressed by that. That's for sure. And I mentioned as I talked to some of those Cenntenial parents that I think I broached it a little bit with you during our first period, but this is a Cenntenial team. Easton Cody, a senior captain who's been an amazing, great hockey goaltender for the Cougars. But waiting in the wings would have been another guy who would be a junior on this team, Grayson Hengley. And Hengley he went down to play Shattuck for 2 years, and now he is the starting goaltender at Hill Murray. So, there's a wet spot on the puck. Just kind of died right at center ice. There's a lot of water out there all of a sudden,
and it's stuck again.
They may want to start and stop this game here. That puck got a lot of water still on the playing surface. Look at that. Can't quite get it out.
Holy smokes! It just is.
Well, I guess it's affecting both teams.
Messing everybody up.
As it goes back down to the Cougar end, picked up there by Mitchell. Olsen, he's got 3 Cougars to beat. He wasn't able to get there. Toby Walseth with a nice poke check there because that caused the Cougars to go in off the sides. And we mentioned this is a Cougar team that has been a red hot lately. 4 wins out of the last 5 games. They after having a 9-game losing streak, but they do have 9 wins on the year. And at this point, looks like they'll play Totino Grace in the first section tournament game over in Section 5.
Oh, that'd be a pretty good matchup. I know, what was it? They played TG earlier this year, I believe, and lost 2-1. The TG team can be hot and cold. That's one of the Mustang wins on the year.
And then the Cougars also have played Maple Grove pretty tough and pretty well, and that's who they would play if they beat TG. So they felt like, at least the Cougar parents that we were just talking to between periods, felt pretty confident that they maybe would do well against Maple Grove as Russell Eck shoots it in for the Mustangs. And back after it there goes Toby Walseth. Just underway here in period number 2. No score, although you may have to go back and look at the live stream here. Oh, there was a clear penalty. Andre Burton was hacked from behind. No call there. And the officials, as I was going to say, you might have to go back and look at the live stream. I think Easton Cody got away with it. Looked like Mitchell Olsen scored off a breakaway.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was Mitchell's original shot. I know Toby had crashed in there for the rebound. This is banging away at it. I'll have to ask Toby after if he saw it under the goalie or where that puck was.
No icing.
He'll give me the honest truth.
No icing there as the puck, again, has got caught up a few times with the wet ice, but I think it's finally not wet in spots, but remains to be seen. 3 Mustangs down in the corner now, as right now they have shots at 8. Oh, look out, right out.
Big save.
Big save by Moen. And that one was Cunningham, actually. was talking to between periods. Dan Cunningham, grad, 1985 Mustang grad, and
on that last shot by Cenntenial there, it's one of the small things Sam Moan does a really good job of. When he needs a whistle, he doesn't have a chance to freeze it there, but he angles the stick and puts it up into the netting and out of play for a whistle. So being able to get those whistles multiple ways as a goalie when we definitely needed one there, he's done that all year. I like seeing that.
14:25 to go, period number 2. Cenntenial and the Mustangs. And Cougars shot coming from the point. And Sam makes yet another save through traffic there. Mustangs trying to get it free and out. Mitchell gets it up to Walseth on the far side. Toby dumps it into the far corner. Mitchell gives chase.
Forecheck.
And he had it for a moment. Then picking it up there. Here's a chance for Isaac Adams. But Sam Moan gets to it first for the Mustangs. And MV could not quite get it out of the zone. Here's a chance for Jack Wendland, who tried to go at a cross ice to Walseth. Toby giving chase against drops there. Eddie drops with it for the Cougars. Look out.
Good poke by Ike.
Schneider keeps it out of danger for the moment. Puck is down back behind the Mustang end.
Go Ike.
Here's Ike Schneider with it.
Got Mitch. Feed him.
Oh, he didn't see him.
Gotta give it.
Yeah, he should have passed it. Sophomore mistake there, definitely, as he shakes his head. But either that or he just wasn't looking because he had Mitchell, and Mitchell could have driven to the net.
Ike had a lane to the center ice, so which shot do you want more? I'll go the middle of the ice.
Yeah, but it's far enough back that if he gives that to Mitchell, Mitchell crashes the net.
Sure.
And can probably do a little more damage. But off the faceoff, doesn't matter. We'll go back here, and this will be icing on the Cougars. So we talked about it a little bit, but we'll recap again. The Mustangs, this game, whether they win or not, I don't know if it matters in the section seeding. They will be most likely the 9 or 10 seed, meaning they have to play a play-in game next Tuesday night at Aldridge. There'll be the 2 play-in games, either seed 8 and 7 and seed 9 and 10 will play each other.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's going to work out with Tartan and Johnson when looking at the schedule that they played. Granted, those teams have won more games. Well, what is the competition like that they're playing against? And I don't know what the better scenario would be.
Well, Eastridge is most likely sitting. That's the one that probably already knows.
Nice recovery, Moan.
Yeah, Sam had to come up with 2 big saves. Back it comes to the point here. Seiler with a shot. Look out, and Sam makes yet another great save. Or Sigler, I should say. Sigler with the shot from the point. That's Matthew Sigler. Again, I basically don't even have to look down on they're all juniors. It seems like the whole squad out there for this Cenntenial crew. And they still haven't corrected our shot totals, but it's 21-5 in my book right now in favor of the Cougars. A big hit over there. Cass Kepke got hit hard into the wall. Here's Gavin Cunningham now, far side. Cunningham with a shot, and Sam makes the save, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Mustang senior captain goaltender here in the second period with 12:14 to go. And the face-off won by Jamison Barrows. Schneider has it behind his own net. Schneider sends it up. That one's going to go too far. It beat Searles, but Searles has to go back after it.
That's a familiar name.
Yeah. That would be Harper's younger brother. That is
D-man, huh?
Kellen. Well, yeah, it is. You're right. Back there for the Cougars. The puck comes across. It's loose down in the far corner, and Schneider comes up with it for the Mustangs for the moment. Ooh, he gives a pass to the point. Searles knocks it ahead, and then the Mustangs get it out of the zone. Ben Morissette
Benny
digging for it. Morissette looking for a little
forecheck just has to be more intense. It's such a half-hearted forecheck.
Here's a opportunity for the Cougars behind the Mustang net. This one, though, is sent at least towards the near point and then shot back down in the zone here. Good hit there by Jamison Barrows. Drops, has a shot out front. And I think Sam thought he had the puck, but he did not. It comes up with Jack Wendland, who tries to drive it out of the zone. Drops again. Keeps it in. And now picked up there by Morissette. Morissette trying to get by the Cougar defenseman. Puck is loose here right at the center stripe. And picked up. Here's a chance for Cunningham. Gavin Cunningham shoots it just wide. Oh, his dad will hear about that one, as the Cougars have had two pretty good shots. They had one breakaway in the first period they did not come away with. Here's a chance for Schneider now. Schneider, I think he meant to leave it for Morissette.
Well, he could have been called there, but did not get it.
Yeah,
move it up.
These officials are letting them play. Here's Chase Ballinger. I think it's the first time he's been on the ice in the second period, 7 minutes in. Ballinger digging hard for it. That's the, I don't know if you consider that the third line, but it's Cooper, Larson, and Shell out there. Anderson for the Mustangs sends it deep. Back after it. Oh, look out. Puck is loose, and here's a chance going the other way. It's a 3-on-1 if they hurry for the Cougars. Pass across, shot, and big save. Nice Sammy Moan.
Boy, Sam is moving well.
He really did. He came across nicely there. And it ends up being a face-off to the left of Sam. As we're just about 7 minutes gone, or just under 7 minutes, or over 7 minutes gone by, I should say, in the second period. Still no score. Mustangs holding their own here against a very tough Cougar team that's been red hot, as I mentioned. And Russell Eck had been tied up there. Thought it could have been called interference since the puck was nowhere really in the area there. As puck is knocked away by Walsett. And Mitchell tried to get a piece of it. Good play there for the moment by Anderson. He got it away, and here comes Mitchell Olsen now. Olsen, he's got a man with him if he
loses it.
Tried to get it across, and instead the Cougars come up with it. Mitchell giving a chance here. Siegler, pass across. Shot is wide by Cenntenial. Up with it is Russell Eck. Toby's got it. Walseth across to Olsen. Olsen
runs into traffic.
Yeah, couldn't quite come up with it there. Good checking, and as you mentioned, good back checking by the
block shot by Burton.
And Andre got sandwiched in the corner, and another shot
there you go. Time. Deflects it up, gets the whistle when they needed the whistle.
Sam makes yet another save, and let's see if they put those on the board. So 25-3 or 25-5, really it should be. I'm still kind of annoyed by the fact that the Mustangs scored a goal and we didn't get that counted. Olsen, Searles to Cunningham. It was a nice set play almost off the chance, but good defensive play at the last second by Schneider. Kept Cunningham from getting a full shot on that. And then
Kepke, there we go.
Kepke trying to get to the loose puck, but Cody comes up with a save. Easton Cody, senior goaltender, in there for the Cougars. And they finally gave us at least one more shot there, Dan. So if you had the
generous bank off the board shot there, so we'll be nitpicky on the shots, but apparently it's going to work out.
If you had the other two that we should have had, it would be 25-6. But nonetheless, the best part right now is that the score is even at zeros. So the Mustangs see if they can't come up with.
That's a broken stick for Barrows.
And the look out. Great stop by Schneider for the moment. Puck is shot back down into the near corner here for the Cougars, however. And the puck is loose. Shot hit the side of the net, and then the net comes free off the mooring. So we'll have a face-off down in the Mustang zone. And that gives us a chance to thank another one of our great sponsors.
Find a good one, Bill.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank the Minnesota Veterinary Hospital, committed to providing convenient, competitively priced, top-quality veterinary care. It's Jeff Jensen, the owner. Jeff's been a Mustang grad, of course, in his veterinary hospital there on 96 in Hodgson. Been in the business since 1968. So if you need good veterinary care, head over to Minnesota Veterinary Hospital. And Jeff and his crew will take care of you. Thanks for your sponsorship of Moundsy Boys Hockey. And the puck comes back here to the near side. Searles can't handle it. It was a kind of a rough pass back. The Cougars
Chase making contact.
Yeah, Cougars are passing and skating hard here. And the puck is loose down into the corner. Giving chase there is Larson. Larson, can he get it out? And Shell had it knocked off his shot.
Good block.
Oh, and a big block by
Get up,
Ballinger. Ballinger had to come up with a big one there. He's limping a little bit.
Good hit on the shift by Chase and a good block shot by Chase. He's doing a lot more of that. Another block shot by Ballinger.
Shot out front, and this will be goalie interference on
both of them?
No, on the Cougars. Goalie interference here. I'm pretty sure that's all. He definitely ran into Sam, although Sam was at the
shift by Ballinger on that one. 2 block shots and a good hit coming in the zone. Outstanding.
Sam was coming out for that puck or that shot attempt, and Kiowa stepped in front, and they called him for the penalty. So that'll be a Mustang power play with 7:05
Get
to
some
go.
possession here. Keep it in the zone. Starts with the draw. Win the draw.
Now, certainly most notably is they've got Cass Kepi centering this, which isn't what I've seen in the past. As Toby digs
they
for
got
it.
the win on the draw there.
Yeah. No, I'm just interested in that. They had Mitchell back at the point, which is normally where he is in the shooter position. See what happens here. Mitchell trying to bring it through. He's got it hard toward the net. Far corner, looking for a man to pass. Going. He leaves it off there for Ike Schneider. Right out front. Where is it? It's loose.
Yep.
Shot
it.
Got away. Scored.
Ike Schneider driving the net. I don't know who put it in, but that's definitely in the back of the net.
And the Mustangs are on the board.
Oh,
Ike Schneider.
Snyder's fired up, and I love it.
Is it his first varsity goal?
Nope. He got one against TG this year.
Okay. Well, he wanted it. It was a great pass by Mitchell. Got everybody sucked in by his great stick handling and good moves. And then he gave the puck off to Ike, and Ike said, I'm going right to the net. And he did. And in the scrum, they get themselves a 1-0 lead, a power play goal for the Mustangs.
That's huge.
And let's see if they can't.
By the way, Toby, set him down.
Count here. Toby will also have a big hit across the way. Here's a chance here for Undersayer. And Cougars keep it in the Mustang zone. Look out. Oh, good job there. Here's a chance.
Go Mitch.
Mitchell's got it, but he's nice
he almost
pass.
had Russ out front.
That was a great effort by Mitchell. That still got a chance. Eck. Russell. Oh, what do we got here?
What's the problem?
I don't know. There's a penalty behind the play. There's a slash, and I don't know
on
who it's
Mounds
on. Well, it's got to be because we had the puck. No, no, it's on. But we had the puck.
We had possession.
I thought we did. I don't quite understand that call. I'm glad to see that it's not on the Mustangs, but still. Anyway, call is on Dietrich. Let's see. I can't even find his number right now. Is that right? Is it? Yeah.
Number 3.
Okay. Tanner Dietrich, the junior forward. Didn't even have to guess that one, right? Could have guessed that one. Here's Russell Eck with a shot. Oh, it hit Barros out front. Walseth tried to get it back to Olsen. Here comes Cunningham now. Gavin Cunningham. Russell Eck digging for it, and he's got it if they hurry.
A couple of guys figuring it out here.
Mustangs on their second power play of the period. They scored just moments ago with Ike Schneider getting the goal.
That means an awful lot of ice time for this group.
Walseth, nice pass across. Here's Olsen. Olsen with a
Good shot.
Oh, and big save by Easton Cody. Up it comes here the other way on the shorthanded effort. Schneider makes a great stop. He blocked the shot, and then he's got the puck, and he sends it. He actually had it go off his skate or stick down into the deep into the zone. But Mitchell Olsen keeps it in at the far point. Olsen with it. Mitch, nice play there. Nice move. Shot coming. Oh, man. That one. Woo! And dust that one
Cenntenial
off.
Guy's blaming his skates for that one. That was just, that was you looking ridiculous.
Joey, I'm sorry, but Mitchell took you to school there. But unfortunately, couldn't put it to the back of the net. It was a great shot. But Easton Cody makes an attempt that would take it into the netting. 55 seconds to go in the power play. The man advantage, and that same line back out there. Mitchell was able to get to the bench just to get a glass of water, I think, a shot of water maybe. And now the official kicking him out of the circle. It's okay because
good win.
Yep, Jameson wins it. Across to Olsen. Mitchell down deep to Walseth. Walseth gets it back up to Olsen. Olsen leaves it for Schneider.
Over.
Russ.
Good shot.
Russell. Back it goes to Mitchell Olsen.
Ooh, holds his own.
Oh, Mitchell tried to dig it free and just couldn't quite come up with that last move. And now the Mustangs have to play hard for here. Schneider coming up with it. Look out, he almost ran into his own man there. Puck is loose and picked up there by Russell Eck.
Take it, Russ.
Oh, they're just so tired.
Hacked.
Well, they're just so tired.
They got chopped.
Puck dropped the other way. The Mustangs are going to need survival care here.
Cut and shoot.
Back to Mitchell Olsen, drive just wide, and that's the end of the power play. The Mustangs
watch behind you, boys.
Need to be concerned on that.
We'll take a whistle there.
Flies into the zone and see if they can't get a line change because they were out there for about 4 minutes straight. Russell Eck is, that's not a good sign.
He got chopped. He got the puck back and made a play.
Going to the bench.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
He's a hockey player.
Okay. So 25 shots for Cenntenial. And as I mentioned, I'm adding 2. It's 25-9. But the most important stat up there on that board is the Mustangs have a 1-0 lead off a power play goal by Ike Schneider here in the second period. 3:38 to go.
I'm curious to see if it gives them some more life here. Little confidence, boys. Let's go. Step it up.
Here's a nice move there. Look out. Driving to the net. The puck is loose, but Sam makes another great save.
Shutting it down, Sam Moan. That a boy.
That wasn't easy either because not only did he have a player coming in on him, he makes a save. And it was made the initial save, and then he had to make the rebound save. So great job by the Mustang netminder, senior captain. And the puck off the faceoff. Cougars try to get it across. Drops, sneaks in on the far side. And Mustangs trying to dig it loose. Look out, look out. Oh, my. Puck is loose here at the front side of the near side.
Stop running,
circle.
Boys. Stop running.
Shot on, and somehow Sam saw that one too. Carls with the drive. And, of course, remember that name. And Nick Carls, he's got an older brother playing somewhere in the juniors. Might have made it to Division I now. But it's they've had some good hockey players in that family. 1-0 our score. 3 minutes exactly to go here in the second period.
Broken stick.
Another broken stick. Who was that, though? Did they even know? Somebody's got
Cenntenial center.
Oh, okay.
Go, Jameson. Cut through.
Jameson Barros lost a glove on that play. Cass Kepke gets hit hard into the boards. Jameson,
good chance.
Without a glove.
Yeah, take that
back. Go back and get it. And the puck is shot back down into the neutral zone. Mustang playing an outstanding game so far tonight. Let's see if they can keep her going. Morissette, he was trying to get it across. Checked just at the last moment. And now And you may remember last year, Dan, it was a heck of a game.
It was a great game at Cenntenial. Yes, it was.
3-2 or 4-3. I can't quite remember, but
against
the one
state tournament Cenntenial.
Yeah. So the Mustangs like playing their neighbors to the north. They play an inspired game tonight, and have done that again. Here's Walseth keeping it in as we're under 2 minutes to go. Second period, I should say. Walseth right up front. Oh,
get on
my.
it, Russ.
And a shot.
There's Ike.
Point at loose there.
Still loose.
Mitchell sends it just wide. And Schneider sends it again.
There we go.
And Mitchell tried to tip that one in. Jack Wendland keeping it in. And then it'll come back into the Mounds end, and Toby will go after it.
Stretch, get moving, stretch.
Grass ice pass.
That play was there
the
for
right
a while.
Idea. Schneider tried to get it, but these guys
the forward moving into that space. That was the right idea.
Yeah, except that probably the line that wasn't able to do that because they're so tired. I think Mitchell just realizes he's been told to go to the bench. I don't know if he knows that.
What, who, me?
He's like, what? Mitchell, you've already played your line has played about 14 minutes of this period. Oh, look out. Shot. Oh, that hit the post. Yeah, I think Sam got a piece of it as well, but it hit the post. Look out. Don't want to give up one late here as we're almost a minute to go. Period number 2. Ooh, big battle there. Ballinger trying to drive it free and gets it ahead to Larson.
Chip it out.
Oh,
Chip
Cooper
it out.
not able to get it out. Shot coming. Goes wide. Comes here to the near side.
Here
Picked
we go.
up there by Shell. Shell trying to dig it free. And in there as well as Larson. We're under a minute to go. Period number 2. Mustangs and Cenntenial.
There we go. Oh, nice.
Shot across.
Away,
that was
Coop.
from Larson. Got it towards the net. And let's see if they
with Shell driving the net.
Put that top line back out there. Sure. Why not? With 41 seconds to go. And Mitchell.
Big face off here.
Senior captain telling the boys, giving them some thoughts here. Russell go into a certain position. Unfortunately, the faceoff didn't quite work in the Mustangs' way. Schneider sends it up ahead. Oh, Toby's got it for the moment. Nice play by Walseth. He scoops it into the corner with 25 seconds to go in the period. The Mustangs.
Jack pinching in. Good cover
happy,
by Russ.
Would be happy just to. Look out. Don't want to give this one up. There's a good back check by Walseth. They got a piece of that shot. So it goes harmlessly into the corner. 10 seconds to go in the period. Look out. Cenntenial. Ooh, and that one hit a weird, funky bounce out front. Still front. Sam makes another save, and that'll do it. The period is over, and the Mustangs have a 1-0 lead after 34 minutes.
I guess you can't complain about that.
No, you can't. That's awesome. And
I got to imagine Cenntenial's a little frustrated right now. Outshooting them 28-10, down
or 8,
0-1.
Depending on the scoreboard, right?
I'm not going by that.
I know. They got to give us. You got to give us at least 2 more shots, I think. And actually, I think they shorted Jeff on shots. I think it's been at least 3 or 4 of those. So 1-0 our score. Mustangs on top, and I was gonna see if Dan was going to come over and talk to me. I don't know. Dan Dykoa, who is running the MAP program up at the Super Rink. Until he comes over, let's thank the Mounds View MVI Hockey Foundation for their great support of Mustang hockey. Visit one of their pull tab locations at Cowboy Jackson in Brighton, Shore 96 in Shoreview, Moe's American Grill in Mounds View, Panino's in North Oaks. New locations, Applebee's in White Bear Township, and the Element Indoor Golf in Vadnais Heights.
I got my MVI Foundation pen for my notes here tonight.
So
nice. Okay. Appreciate everything that program does for MVI Youth Association.
They give lots of money, and a lot of it comes from those pull tabs, or does all of it? I don't even know, Dan. I should know that.
Awful lot, yes.
Yes? Okay. So I think we'll step aside. Our score after 2 periods of play, it's Mounds View 1. And the Cougars 0. More hockey after this. And we welcome you back into the TCO Sports Garden. Bill Conlon with you. And between the second and third period, Mustangs, a little surprise here with a 1-0 lead, being totally outshot, but they've come up with their chances and they got a power play goal. I'm very glad to be joined by Dan Daikawa.
Correct.
Dan is a longtime supporter of Cenntenial hockey and a good friend of mine because he's helped my son immensely up at the MAP program at the Super Rink in Blaine, which is his current status, but he's also a scout for junior hockey up in Canada, in Alaska. Dan, tell me about the program at MAP. First of all, I know that my son spent endless hours there getting great training by your folks. What do you got in store for us? Are there new things happening all the time, it seems like?
Yeah, we've made quite a few changes. We brought in a skating coach, a woman who is just phenomenal. We thought we were good coaches, and then she makes us look really dumb. So she's really good at what she does, and it just brings another element. A lot of people are paying for, to get private lessons and do different things, and now at least once a week she's on the ice with every group. So it's just another feature that kids, you don't have to go out. Everything's under one roof. We do a lot more video work than we've done in the past. And so in the past, we would try to give 3 or 4 kids feedback on the ice written, and now we do all video with voiceovers. So obviously most kids, especially with their phones, everything's visual now. So we do a drill and video a drill, and then we go over, explain kind of the details of what they're doing right and wrong. And then it goes right into their count. So every kid has their own individual video count. And we have a new weight staff, and it's been really good. A lot of sprints, a lot of hockey specific things that, a lot of other guys around the area are doing as well. And I just think that it's, in my opinion, when it comes to training, the weight room is probably as good as it gets. For all these kids, they have to get bigger and stronger, right? I've never heard somebody say you're too fast, or too strong, right?
No.
And that's a big part of it. And then obviously we do video on their shooting off ice, and so we just continue to try to find new ways to stay up on the game. The game is always changing, and it's getting more and more skilled, and so we're always trying to add things that when you join our program that you don't have to go anywhere else. You can get your weight training, you can get your specific skating stuff on top of the stuff that us coaches do. And, most of us have played pro for a long time and college hockey. So, and junior hockey for that matter. So when you come, we can kind of help you with all the different levels because we've been through it.
I think what's also nice about MAP, you have the fit option as well.
Correct.
Which is kind of where you're going to start with that if you're a kid that maybe is still new to the game or maybe not at the top level.
Yeah.
And then you move into the MAP and you can kind of graduate to that level.
Yep.
And then, of course, now you were just telling me that my son will have an opportunity to come back and he's playing junior hockey and he can do a higher level as well, even.
Yeah. So we have squirts to NHL guys. So we have a pro group that has, Blake Lazat, the Brodzinskis, and a handful of other guys that come in the summer. They skate 3 days a week. And we have a prep group as well that we call, which is, junior players, some college guys. The pro guys get to choose who gets to skate with them. Yeah. So there's some Division I players that skate with them, but there's some Division III players that, played through the USHL and the North American Hockey League. They're playing Division III hockey, and they'll skate with that prep group. We'll have a couple seniors.
Are you amazed by that? By the way, let me ask you that, because you coached at the highest level at Miami of Ohio, and are you amazed by the fact that, I know I'm old, I'm showing my age, but back in the day, you could just go play Division III. Now you almost have to go play juniors to play Division III even, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to play multiple years, and it's just getting harder and harder. And, it's a little bit crazy, but my son, who's at UW Stout right now, he played 3 years of juniors, and it was great for him. He graduated at 17, a little immature, not a great student. Now he's a Dean's List kid. He just learned how to manage life, and most of these kids out of high school don't have a clue. And so it's been really big for me, knowing that I don't have to worry about him. He's been away from home for quite a while, and it's just been great. And watching him, they're playing Eau Claire right now. They're up 3-2. And so it's just fun fun to be able to watch that. I'm with the Kenai Brown Bears, so I'm watching them on the phone too, and I'm watching on my phone, and then obviously trying to watch my youngest son out here play too. So.
Yeah. And how's that experience? Cooper looks like a great hockey player, and they're coming off a state tournament appearance last year. This is a team that, to me, and I hate to say it because they still have this season to go, but they seem like they're a season away. Next year could be big.
Yeah, they're young. I mean, they're riding a lot of the sophomores that are playing very well and juniors, and they only have 3 seniors. So there's not a ton of, the guys that, you've been on the team for multiple years. There's only 3 of them. And so they're trying to find their identity. I think like a lot of the teams in this area, obviously I watch about 150 games from squirts on up. And so, they've been playing very well in the past and a couple of games, and now they're playing a little bit more selfish, and you can see it's giving Mounds View opportunities because they're trying to overhandle, and then Mounds View is going the other way and getting opportunities on the other end because of it.
Since we are on the Mounds View Boys Hockey Network, let me ask you about that. Now, you know me, I bleed green and white. I've been in this program for many, many years. Mounds View, for whatever reason, I don't want to say it's coaching, but somehow along the line, we have 700 kids in the youth program.
Yeah.
And yet we can't, Cenntenial's gotten to state a number of times in the last few years, and we just cannot seem to. We lose kids. I know Cenntenial loses a kid here and there, but it seems like we lose kids to Gentry and to Tino. And where does that? How do you deal with something like that? And I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, I think it's hard because everybody thinks the grass is always greener, right? Yeah. And so I haven't seen that many kids that move to different towns that have a ton of success post high school. Doesn't mean they don't have good high school things, but it only gets harder every year, once you move past, because the thing for Minnesota high school hockey players is that they're the best players. The coaches don't bench them when they make mistakes. You go to junior hockey and you turn over a puck, you might not play the rest of the period. It just doesn't happen in high school hockey, especially with the better players. And I have 3 kids, and we all think our kids are the best. And so, when these parents, when their kids aren't playing, then they look for other opportunities instead of, like, for me personally, it's like, no, you have to play better, and yeah, you might not agree with the coach, but he's the guy who puts you on the ice. So You have to try to,
well, and frankly, just personally, that's how Johnny is. Johnny's been, and I think you'd agree with this. He's always been coachable. He's not the one that's stressing. Yeah. Dad here is the one saying, why is he not playing more? He's like, you know what? I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. And he says you can get just as much good out of the practices as well. It's an interesting thing. We won't go on into all that, but MAP was awesome for him, and he what he really appreciated. You got to put, that's the other thing. You guys aren't there to babysit, and I think that's what he did. He went in and put his time in. He got to know the coaches, yourself and Dan and Tolkinen's kid when he was there. Some of these folks that they're there to help you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the biggest part. Like, our fit and MAP program are almost identical. When it comes to the staff is the same. The practice plans are the same. Fit is 4 days compared to MAP's 5. I'm not sure why that is. It's been that way since I've been here. But it's just like anything in life. You get what you put in, and that's what you get out of it. And so, again, the kids that come in, like Brett Solomon, for instance, he's having a great year last 2 years. 2 years ago, he was a swing line kid, and he came in, shot pucks every day with us, and just worked really hard, and continued to work on his skating. I talked to a couple guys this year, and they just said they can't believe that his skating has changed so much. And that was the difference. He could always score goals, but now his skating is getting better. And we think a big part of that is having a skating instructor, a female that's a professional. Like, this is what she does, and she can get really specific. She does a ton of video feedback for these kids, so they're always getting feedback. That's the only way to really improve, right? Is understanding what you're doing right and wrong. And so that's what we try to focus on. And we're not about 800 reps, we're about 400 good reps, in those type of things. And so again, it's just been great for us. We try to continue to keep up with the coaching and the different styles of hockey, and everything's so offensive. Obviously, having skill development is really important, and then obviously being strong enough to do it. So,
All right, last thing, and put you on the spot as a parent. Can your boys get out of that tough section? I know they'll be going in as a big underdog, but
you know what? I've watched this last week and a half. I've seen every single team that I thought would go to state get beat. And so, I mean, you get a goalie that gets hot. I mean, I think they could.
Yep.
They beat Andover, and then Andover beats, then they beat Maple Grove yesterday. And so it's like, it's kind of who gets hot at the right time and get a few nice bounces. And, it'll be tough, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's a chance. I think anybody has a chance. They start off with TG, who has been pretty hot as of late too. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything goes.
That's why it's the best. We are the state of hockey. It's great hockey. And Dan, we thank you so much for your people at the MAP program. Good luck up there at the Super Rink. And thanks for joining us here between periods. We'll be right back and get you started on period number 3 after this. And we're back here. Well, I guess I never really left, but glad to have you back. And it looks like we've
back talking to you.
Oh, we got everybody that it's, nobody's, we got the same people watching.
Solid
so at
group
least
of
we know.
spectators.
Yeah. So at least we know they're watching. We haven't lost our feed
Valentine's
as far as
fans,
I know, right? And got to give a big shout out to Kelly Walseth. Kelly not only is my beautiful, sweet neighbor next door who takes care of our youngest son a lot of times, or at least her son Nico and Leo are good buddies. But Kelly is doing the camera work tonight so that the senior parents could enjoy their last regular season game.
She's doing a fine job.
She is doing a fine job. And that is not a shot at my beautiful bride who's I think at home tonight. I'm not sure. Probably.
Well, she's run the camera a few times this year.
Yeah. And we
appreciate that as well.
Now we got nail biting time, though, Dan, because the Mustangs, they've got a lead against a very tough Cougar team here. And let's hope they can. That'd be great to get a win here tonight. That's for sure.
Come out with some fire, boys. Let's go.
And I'm still annoyed by the fact that I think it should be 2-0.
Well, wouldn't that be a difference maker?
Oof, indeed. So the Cougars come back onto the ice, waiting for the Mustangs here. Sam Moan, and I think it's underscored here. I think he's probably had at least 30 or 32 shots, but they have 28 up on the board. And the Mustangs, I think, have 2 more shots than they do. My friend Shane, if he watches this back, will be upset with me, but or Shane and Donna, I don't know who's doing the shots down there. Meanwhile, sending out good vibes to our Mustang brethren over at Roseville High. The Mustang wrestling team is in section team action. It might be wrapping up. Well, no, let's see. I think the final of the section team action started at 8. So they've had a great program and doing well. And I think they were hopes of going back to state again. So not sure how it's going.
Is that section finals you said?
Yeah, they do it differently in wrestling where they do it all in one night. So they do they start at like 5 and they do 5 and then 7 and then 10 and I don't know. That's how they do it, I guess. So we'll know tonight whether they made state. So the Carl's line taking on the Olson line here to start period number 3 with the Mustangs on top 1-0. Puck is sent.
I got to imagine Centennial's going to come out firing here. So Monsvy's got to be ready to rip.
Here's
good possession by Eck.
Trying to get ahead to Mitchell. Oh, there's that puck.
That sticky ice.
Sticky ice again. Trying to get through that was not easy. And puck is loose again. Oh, and the offside's called. Number 12 there, I believe, was too quick there. Nolan Border, a sophomore.
He's a young guy, sophomore. Yeah. Yep, I know that name. He's a baseball kid too.
Is he? Okay.
I've seen that name on the back of several jerseys. Playing Centennial Lakes Little League.
Yeah, that's a sophomore line out there right now. They got the 2 sophomores with the senior Carl's junior. That's such a young team, this Centennial team, as I mentioned.
Oh, Moundsview as well.
Yeah. Well, they've got a lot more seniors, though, the Mustangs do. It's just that the young players are the ones stepping up. Here's a chance for Olson. Mitchell Olson, shot. Oh, and that one.
Good turnover by Mitch.
I think Cody got a piece of that. Now he's got a whistle behind the play.
Puck out of play.
Oh, went out of play. Okay.
Souvenir
for the crowd on this Valentine's night. And I'm going to step aside for a second.
Ballinger on the draw here. Wins it back to Larson.
Oh, and a pass right out front. Mustangs trying to dig it free here.
Stanacoop.
Look out here. Oh, and a nice play.
Onsis
Ostman back after it.
Oh,
and a good save again by Moan. As the Cougars had a man out front with a good tip. There's a big screen out there. Anderson able to get it because Sam would not have seen that puck if it had gone towards the net. Instead, the Mustangs trying to dig it free here. And Ostman tried to get it up the shell. Ballinger out there as well. Anderson trying to clear the zone.
That's off. Yep.
That one went in and out, so it'll be offside. 15 to go. Mustangs holding on to a 1-0 lead here at TCO Sports Garden. Again, we mentioned earlier in our broadcast that the Mustangs won't get too long of a break here. They'll play again on Tuesday night. Who they'll play and what time, we don't know. There'll be 2 games on Tuesday night. They call them the play-in for section hockey.
Yeah, I guess I haven't looked across the state. Is this the last regular season night across the state? Is everybody set in their sections? Or are there
some
games tomorrow night?
Some afternoon games tomorrow, I know.
Because I thought section 4, 4AA was meeting tomorrow to have a seating meeting.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a game or 2 tomorrow, but I could be wrong. Toby Walseth with the puck back behind his own net. Nice give and go here. And Walseth will get it at least to the neutral zone before he's taken out. 2 Cougars collide, and the puck goes back into the Mustang zone. Schneider gets it ahead.
Beat him.
Toby coming after it. Ooh, and he took out Houston Cody. And they're going to call a penalty.
Take him up. No.
Yeah, they're calling a penalty. Late
he
penalty
just fell.
here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I got to see a replay on that one.
That was too bad. Well, here's what I don't understand, though. The goalie is way out of that. That can't be goalie interference.
No,
because
that's not tripping either.
Trip when he ran into him, just ran into him. That's unfortunate. So the Mustangs will have to kill off the penalty here, and it looks as though they bring out Barros and Shell to do just that at the top. Shot coming wide. Look out. Oh, look out. Back it comes. Shot wide by the the Cougars. Assistant captain Gavin Cunningham over there. Cunningham a give and go back to the point. Cougars setting up their power play, which they really
Stay high.
It's going to go a long shot into traffic, and it's picked away there for the moment by Wendland, but not out of the zone yet. A give and go. Back it comes to Cunningham, up to Higher. Higher with a shot that goes wide. And 30 seconds gone by
clear
here.
it.
See if the Mustangs
Clear it.
Clear it. They
There
do.
you go.
Good job by Shell to get it out of the zone for the moment.
Goalie didn't fall there, so no tripping on that one.
Olsen comes back into the play for the Mustangs. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a setup or a man right out front. Look out. Shot coming. Sam makes yet another save.
Good poke, Jameson. Stay on it.
And the puck is up high, looking for a tip. Nope. And another save by Sam. Let's see if they give him
Clear it
a couple of
again.
those.
That
And they
away.
cleared it out. 13 minutes to play here in the hockey game. 45 seconds to go. On the man advantage for the Cougars. Higher turns back and leaves it for Johnson. Johnson at the point. Across it goes to Cunningham. Back up to Higher. Higher with a shot. Rebound. Johnson. Look out. And 3 saves in
standing
there.
tall.
Sammy Moen with 3 saves. Let's see if they get him to him on the board, though. I don't know if they did. And puck is loose. Comes back up here to the near point for Higher. Higher looked across. Shot. That one is wide by the Cougars. And look out. Here's Border. Border. Backhander. Puck is loose. Look out. And trying to clear the zone. Sam is on his tail there. And the Mustangs. Here's Kobe Walseth. Walseth driving for the net. Look to get across to Cooper Larson. That puck just did not get to Kobe in time, unfortunately. Here's a chance, though.
Yep. Here we go.
Shot it.
Yay!
Great forecheck by Walseth. And Olsen
Mitchell
scores.
buries it.
And it's 2-0 Mustangs. Wow. What a great play by Walseth. And then Mitchell finishes the job. And with 11:52.
Great kill by the Mustangs,
wow.
and exactly what you want to do after a big kill. That is huge.
Woo, boy. That was huge. And just all-out effort by this number 1 line as the Mustangs. Still a lot of hockey left here, but they are playing really well.
Lean in, boys. You got to win battles now.
It's Olsen from Walseth. For the
Russ,
Mustangs.
that a boy, Russack.
Looked like Russ was getting held there, by the way, or his
And
stick
he's
was.
fighting through it.
And Ike Schneider tries to get it out of the zone. Mustangs, they do not want to commit too much. I know that trying to come up with the puck as much as they can, but they also don't want to give up opportunities. Puck is loose behind the net for Schneider. Schneider ahead. Oh, too far. I don't think he saw Mitchell where he was going there. And Olsen will have to come back after it, as does Schneider.
Move it, Jack.
Oh, Wendland scoops it. Oh, look out. See if they can come up with it there, as Toby does.
Spinorama.
Shoots it down into the Cougar end with 10:50 to go in period number 3. If you're just joining us on the Moundsy Boys Hockey Network, good news right now. It's Mustangs 2 and the Cougars
Jack
nothing.
comes out with it.
Puck comes back to the neutral zone. Anderson, great job just to send it and not too hard. Right on the stick of Russell Eck. Long outlet pass looking for Johnson. That should have been icing, but apparently the Mustangs could have touched it. I don't know what the ref called there. Border had it go off the stick of Eck. That's a shot there that sticks to side by Moan. I don't know if they give him credit for that save or not. Puck might have been going wide. Back it comes to, look out. Andre Burton had it knocked off his stick. Look out. Puck is loose and almost shoved in by the Cougars, and now it'll send it back out to the neutral zone. Mitchell lost his stick for a moment. He looks to get it back here, and the puck is back behind the Mustang net. Up there with it is, with a good head of speed, is
Burton coming up.
Andre Burton trying to go by the man.
That a boy.
Andre.
Cycle it back.
Oh, where'd the puck go? Look out. 2-on-1 the other way, but there's Olsen. Olsen leaves Schneider. Look out. Puck is in the far corner.
I'm not sure.
Oh, there we go. And
Mitchell needs a change.
Yeah. I don't know how he's doing it tonight, that's for sure. He has been out there a lot. I said that number one line, but Mitchell more so. Here's Casey Shell and a giveaway by the Cougars. Shell coming across. Shot! And that one hit something.
Good. Cutting across the
into
center. Good shot.
Hey, they finally gave us 10 shots. So now we're in double figures. 36-10 is the count on the shots, and I think they're off by about 2 on each side, but
or 3 or 4 or 5, and it all works out in the end. But the score, 2-0 Mustangs.
That's right.
Get back, find a body, Cooper.
Here's a
nice cover.
A 2-on-1 try. That one is shot wide. Puck is
away, Casey.
Picked up. Here's Cooper Larson. Oh, he made one nice move, and I thought he was going to get a shot off. Unfortunately, could not. Casey Shell will have to come back after it. Ballinger out there. Shell comes up with it. Left for Ballinger, who sends it in.
Shell's done a lot of good things tonight.
8:10 to go in the third period. The Mustangs hanging on here, and there's another offsides, and the Cougars, both players.
A little frustration from Cenntenial there. That's nice to see.
Both players were like, was it you or was it me? 10-5. I'm not sure who was at fault there. Guess it doesn't really matter. As we get set for a face-off with just about 8 minutes to go in the hockey game. And puck is sent up ahead. Here's a chance for Mitch Olsen.
Mitchell with speed.
Mitch with a drive, and that one hit Cody's pad and goes wide. Anderson across it comes to Osman. Oh, and
holy
crap. Run over. and
that'll be a penalty.
It's an elbow. He went really high. I don't know what he was thinking there. He's a big kid. He looks more like a football player. Krinky. He's one of their he's the captain, senior captain. There's only 3 captains on the team, but he ran Tovey over, and they called it an elbowing. Could have been hit to the head, whatever you want to call it. But
big body, moving fast.
Let's see if the Mustangs can take advantage.
Settle it down here. This is big.
That would be a huge opportunity here. Puck is picked up by the Cougars on the other end, though. Higher now. Higher getting through. Right out front. Look out. Picked up by the Mustangs. Russell Eck slows it down a minute as they try to get organized here. Oh, look out. Uh-oh. It's given up, and Higher has it. Higher with a shot, but Sam Mona's there once again. Huge play. 1:29 to go in the power play for the Mustangs. Oh, that should have been outside, I thought.
I would think so.
And shot by Eck.
On the line, maybe?
I don't know. Jamison looked like, because at the last second, Mitchell
hold up.
Trying to make a move at the blue line. Well, are we having any fun, Dan?
This is exciting.
7 minutes to play. Now it feels like that Russian-USA game.
Oh, boy.
Too much time on the clock.
We're not that extreme, are we?
Here's a shot by Mitchell. That one hit traffic out front. And one of the Cenntenial players.
Hand Ike.
looking for help out front. Russell. Oh, that one hit
good
about 3
shot.
different sticks. And it'll go back the
Gotta
other way.
move.
Back after it is Russell Eck. Russ, I don't know how he kept track of that puck. Good job. Gets it up ahead. And a drop pass there by Schneider. Ike. Toby with a giveaway.
No, bad turnover.
Look out.
No, and they're going to call Ike, but he had to do that there.
A hook or something there. I'm not sure which. And Johnson was taken down to the ice. The interference is the call.
It'll be 4-on-4 for 35 seconds, and then Cougars going to get the power play.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Hold on to your hats, folks, and buckle up because right now we got a little 4-on-4 hockey. Mustangs have one of their faster players out there. No, their fastest player out there at Mitchell. See if they can take advantage before they go on the penalty kill in, as you said, about 20 seconds.
Yeah, get Mitchell some space. Good things can happen.
Wendland tried to get it up ahead. Mitchell is sent against the wall. That really should have been an interference. He was checked off the play there before he could even get to the puck. Now he's got it back. See if he can make a move. Too many Cougars to go through. And the Cougars are now 5-on-4. Wendland, he had gotten a piece of that to keep it out of harm's way. Now the Mustangs need to clear it, though. Power play. Good save by Sam Moan. He has been on his game tonight. Coming up huge once again. There's another
huge save.
And a help.
Go, Mitch.
Mitch Olson.
Good call.
Yeah.
Get a change.
Mitch is
Get a
exhausted.
change.
He's just got to be so tired as he and Toby have logged a lot of ice time here tonight. And at this point, you put some fresh legs out there and hope they can do something because they haven't seen nearly as much ice time as Jamison, Barros, and Kaskepke out there. And Adams has it at the top. Back it comes to Heyer. Good save again by Moan. Cougars trying to set up the power play. Shot and a goal. Carls with the shot and a goal.
I don't think Moan saw that one. That went through a few bodies.
And the Cougars are on the board with 4:39 to go. Well, as we said before, that was one of those penalties that you almost had to give up as Ike Schneider got called there. And now the Mustangs will put out the Ballinger line here, see if they can get some fresh legs out there and do something.
Yep, it's going to be...
Look out here. Look out. Shot coming.
Who's willing to block shots and get in the face here now? Let's go, boys.
Yeah, and Cenntenial is going to... That puck goes wildly off of Chase's stick there. Ballinger, look out. All sorts of action out front here.
Yeah, Red is moving right now.
Yeah, they are looking for the kill here. They smelled the blood, and they make a save to Sam Moan with 4:08 to go. Sure they won't pull the goalie quite yet, but that's coming. As shots have somehow rose up to 45-11. This is a Mustang team that has had its troubles trying to score this season, but here they find themselves with a goal lead late in the hockey contest. And look out off the faceoff. Now they need to play
get on the right side of the puck.
Defense as possible. Nice play there by Russell Eck to get it ahead. Mitchell will send it on, and Cody makes a save. That's a help there for the Mustangs. We'll get a faceoff down on this Cougar end, which we haven't had for probably a minute or two. And once again, we thank those that are watching our game tonight. A few more have joined on here.
Happy Valentine's Day to all.
And Mustangs trying to make their sweet Valentines happy here. If they could come up with a win. Look out. Here's a 2-on-1, though, and almost a 3-on-1. But Johnson takes the shot, and Moan makes the save. That'll Cause a face-off down on the Mustang end. And with 3:42 to go, we'll see what happens. Off the face-off. Cal Anderson trying to dig it free and does. Here's it. Puck is loose to the neutral zone. Wallseth there. Olsen. Wallseth tried to get it ahead. Look out. Puck is free and up high
into
shot into the netting with 3:23 to go. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Sam Moan. Jeff's playing days long over now.
I'd like to see him in that.
Mitchell won the face-off, but look out. It comes back to the near point. This one is shot high into the air.
Go, Cal.
Deflected high in the air.
Oh, good idea.
Anderson tried to get it ahead to Russell Eck, but it's too far. So what do you suspect? Another minute until they pull that goalie? 3:12 to go here. Okay.
The ice has been tilted, so
yeah.
I think Centennial's probably okay with the 5 on the ice. They keep putting pressure. It'll be close to that last minute if needed.
Well, let's just see if your son can last another 3 minutes on the ice, because they may be here for the last part of it. Here
goes
the
Mitch.
chance for Mitch Olsen. Olsen streaking ahead. Mitchell. Shot a goal! Mitchell Olsen with a goal on the breakaway. Oh my! Was that pretty or what? He's got such a bullet. He is
and the
so
speed just
good.
Explodes out of the zone.
Oh my! I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it.
After how many minutes of ice time tonight, and still with that speed. Oh man,
unbelievable! And he just picked his spot. He shot early. I almost thought he shot too early, Dan. But what the heck?
I'm not going to doubt Mitch deciding to shoot.
If we're gonna hit top shelf every time, I don't know how many goals you have seen him do that this year. And now, interestingly enough, with a 2-goal lead, it's just amazing what he's able to do. That kid, just fantastic. And Toby Wallseth doing a nice job of clearing it down into the zone.
Get over the red and get it deep, boys.
As the Mustangs trying to keep it in the zone. Eck back after it there as well. Russell. Toby keeping it. Good forecheck. Look out.
Good forecheck here, yep.
And now back the other way. Let's see if Schneider can come up with it. Look out. Puck is loose. Watch for that goaltender back at the other end, but there's still...
now I can see that.
Ooh, and Jack's going to get called for a penalty here.
Got to get the puck, boys. Play's going.
Play's still going, but that was unfortunate there. I don't know if that was
Call him a hook.
Yeah, well, he didn't need to do that, actually, unfortunately. So now, whoo, boy. Will they pull their goalie? That's the big question here.
That's a 2-minute penalty.
I know, but it's a tough go here for the Mustangs as they can timeout who? Red? Cenntenial is going to take a timeout, which allows me to get another say in for our sponsors here. Thanks to our folks at Automated Door Services, locally owned and operated for more than 30 years, providing emergency services as well as same-day service, providing garage door maintenance products through Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the surrounding areas. Call them today at Automated Door Service. Speak with a member of their team for commercial or residential services. Thanks to the folks at Automated Door Services for their great sponsorship of Mounds Boys Hockey. And thanks to the folks at Schoonover Body Works and Glass, Schoonover Body Works and Auto Care, celebrating 85 years. 50 of those years in Shoreview, a proud sponsor of Mounds Hockey from a Mustang alum. Our good friend there is Mike Schoonover. He says, work hard, have fun, and play with the heart of a Mustang. Well, buckle up, Dan. Here we go.
Yep, let's see who's going to be willing to block some shots here.
Could be a long 2:13 to go here as they'll put the captains on the forward side.
Net is empty, so 6 on 4.
6 on 4 for the Cougars. I almost had a feeling that was going to happen as they took the timeout with the faceoff coming in the Mustang zone. They've got two young defensemen, or let's see, one senior defenseman, I should say.
Anderson and Osman.
When there was a high stick, they could have called an Osman got high stick, I should say. Shot coming there by Cunningham, saved by Moan. And with 2:06, that only took up 7 seconds, Dan, off the clock.
That's valuable 7 seconds.
And let's see if they, on this face, so Osman on that play, he almost had the puck, but then he got a high stick. And like I said, if the official, we have 3 officials out here, you'd think one of them could have seen that. Cal Anderson can't get enough on it. Tell our kids in the squirt level, too, to got to put some
muscle on it.
Yeah. Mitchell trying to give chase. Oh, and the puck goes too far. Cunningham tried to get it across. And now the Mustangs, if they can, keep it from coming in the zone. See if they can keep it from coming in the zone. The other problem, though, they're going to have here is all these 4 players is Barros and Mitchell.
Good block.
They're going to need a switch at some point, especially those defensemen. Anderson's out front of the net.
Yeah, moving bodies.
Look out. I don't think Sam can see the puck. He's got it. Oh, there goes just wide. Osman comes up with tried to send it along the boards. Could not get it out. And it comes back to the far point. Cunningham there. Higher with a shot into traffic. And Sam's got the puck. 1:07 to go. And Mitchell was not happy that they kept digging. It was a late whistle. Took a long time.
Does Mounds use their timeout here now?
Well, I would, but I'm not the coach. 50 shots total now for the Cougars.
Mitchell stay out.
And they bring out Toby.
Ike and Burton.
And Ike and Burton on the defense. Yeah, I suppose I kept looking for Wendland, but John Jackson in the penalty box. That's why I couldn't see him. Toby, nice job.
That's a big clear. That's all right.
That's true because it's not
We're
icing.
good with that.
That's all right. That's right. Toby, I thought he was going to have a shot at putting that one in the empty net the way he turned and fired. Mitchell trying to come off the boards there. Here's a chance. Oh, that one's tipped down. No high stick. Yes,
right.
A high stick. Doesn't matter.
No,
40 seconds to
high
go.
Stick. Had it gone in the net, that would not have counted,
30
I believe.
seconds to go. And the chance for the Cougars coming here right out front. No, it's loose. Look out. Puck is picked up there. Mitchell had it for a moment.
Find your spot, boys.
Shot.
Good block. Good block.
Blocked by Walseth. And with 22.8 seconds to go, how about this, huh? The Mustangs looking for a huge win. And again, add 3 or at least 2 shots to our total there, would you, Dan? And look out. Puck is loose right out front. Moan again. Sam trying to make the save. 13 seconds to go. He had another
Full
save
strength,
there.
back at it. 8 seconds. Let's go.
7 seconds. 6. Shot. Oh, there's a goal with 2.6 seconds to go.
That is not going to be enough.
Won't be enough. That's true.
Thanks to Sam Moen.
Too little, too late. Moan is just fantastic. Awesome job. And the Mustangs, wow, just awesome.
All right, can't let anything through you guys.
And the Cougars still have the empty net.
2.6.
They got 6 players out there. Or excuse me, yeah.
Mitchell just tie him up.
And that's it. Oh, Mitchell might even score if he hurries. Oh, he shot it wide. But the Mustangs win. They win the season finale. How about that? What a great effort by this Mustang squad. Mitchell Olsen, number 1 star for sure. Maybe Sam Moen. I'm sorry. Sam Moen. And Mitchell. I'll give it to both of them. Team co-team players in the game.
Couple of senior captains stepping it up and some great plays.
Walseth gets your number 3 star because you can't be number 2 if you got 2 at the top. But wow, what a great win for the Mustangs.
That away, boys.
So happy for these guys. They ended up, it says the Cougars had 53. I'm going to say it's 55 shots.
Plus, yep.
And add 2 to the Mustangs. 55 to 14 in shots. And Sam Moen stood on his head. And it's interesting because our guest between second and third period had said, just need a hot goalie when it comes to postseason.
Yep.
And you just saw one right there tonight. Wow. What an effort
Boy,
by
that was fun.
great effort by Sam. And the Mustangs are going into the playoffs on a winning note with their 4th win of the season. Congratulations to them.
Against a very good Cenntenial hockey team.
Very good team. So I'm very happy for these boys. Well, thanks, Dan, for a good season.
Thank you, Bill.
They don't let us do section games as far as I last checked, so we'll step aside and thank everybody for watching here along the Mounds Boys Hockey Network. Thanks to our sponsors, and most of all, thanks to you for listening and watching. The final score, Mustangs 3, Cougars 2, and we'll see you next season. Congratulations to Sam Moen on an outstanding hockey game. Mitchell Olsen with 2 goals and Toby with another. And the Mustangs go home victors tonight. So long, everybody.